Happy New Year! I don't know about you guys, but it's been a little bit of a rough start so far in the Cooking Dad household. But like my grandpa always say, when life gives you tough meat, yes, do it. So let's go grab some tough meat and cook the hell out of it. All right, welcome back to the Cooking Dad. To start this stew, we're going to cook up a base of mirepoix. What is a mirepoix, you might ask? Well, it's French, and all it means is onion, celery, and carrots. We're going to dice these all up, and we're going to put a sweat on them. And to start, we're going to do the carrots. Make sure to wash them, clean them. If you want to peel them, you can. I hardly ever peel carrots. I just give them a good wash. To dice the carrots, we're going to want a more smaller cut, and we're going to cut it in half, and then like a choo-choo train with the knife, just chop, 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 all the way down. That's how I'm doing these carrots. Oh, love carrots. So yummy, so good. And we're just going to do that to the rest of the carrots as well. Cut it in half. There we go, flat. And choo-choo train it, chop, chop, chop. So then that way we get these nice little bite-sized bits. Now, if you want to be a little extra fancy, there's another way you can do this. You cut, turn about 45 degrees, cut, cut, cut. And what this will do will give you a cool rhombus-ish shape. I think it's a rhombus. I don't know. I'm not a geologist. Someone tell me if that's a rhombus or not. But that'll give you a more hearty bite of carrot and something more to bite into. See? Just like that. But that's not what I'm going to be doing with these, so I'm just going to chop these all up into smaller bits so the carrots cook evenly. After the carrots, we're going to do the celery. I have about 4 stalks of celery. Cut off those white parts. And again, we're going to slit them down the middle and then choo-choo train them apart. And when I say choo-choo train, I mean you're just kind of rocking the knife like the wheels of a choo-choo train. Kind of think of it that way. Cut off the white, slice down the middle, get rid of those nasty tops, and just choo-choo train it. Just like that. Make sure to watch out for those fingers. And that last little bit, and we'll get rid of it. So we're going to do all the celery, and then I have 1 onion, and we're going to dice the onion like we always do. Go cut it in half, go long ways to the root, but not all the way, and then across that 90 degrees, and now you have a good weeknight chop. Dice. Good weeknight dice. Once we get all of those diced up, it's just going to put them in a bowl to make it easier to manage. Now it's time to get the beef. Do your beef dance. Here I just have some cheap stewing beef that they sell at my local store. If they don't have this at your store, that's okay. Just get a nice chuck roast or some other kind of beef roast and then chop it up into 1 inch or 1.5 inch cubes or whatever is a bite size for you and your family. We're going to put a little salt and pepper on that. We're going to start up our Dutch oven. I'm using some grapeseed oil here, but any high heat oil. We're going to basically saute and pan fry this meat and vegetables. Now we're going to watch the pot and wait for it to get hot. Alright, hot enough. Full disclosure, there was some time cut out that my pot does not get that hot that quickly. Grab your favorite spoon, break up that meat, and we're just going to get that all nice and browning. And what our goal is, we're not trying to sear the meat so much as we're trying to get some of that good meat juice and fond at the bottom of the pot. So once the meat's mostly cooked, doesn't have to cook all the way because it's going to cook a bunch in the stew, we're going to take the meat out and we're going to start sweating our vegetables. So now the difference between a sweat and a saute. A sweat is done at much lower temperatures, and we're not trying to get color or caramelize the sugars on a sweat. The purpose of a sweat is to let those moisture cells break down and soften and turn the vegetables a bit translucent. You won't turn the carrots translucent, but you will for sure get the onions translucent. Now it's time for potatoes. Do your best Hulk, get those potatoes open, give them a good wash. Shake, 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 shake. And there we go. Here I'm just using some good Yukon Golds and I'm quartering them. So cut it in half, cut in half, and that's it. If you want smaller bites, by all means cut them smaller. This is completely up to you. Stew is a choose your own adventure kind of thing. So once those are all nice and good and sweat, and see how those onions put nice translucent on them, we're gonna take it out. We're gonna put in about 4 tablespoons of butter, or a 1/4 cup. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of flour, and we're gonna make a roux. Now this isn't gonna be a light roux, it's gonna cook a little bit. It's gonna be more of a darker roux, get a much more nutty flavor, complex flavor. So we're gonna let it cook for a few minutes. I think this went about 5-6 minutes. And then we're gonna add our beef back in. Add our vegetables back in. Make sure you get all that yummy goodness. Add our potatoes in. And grab your spoon and just let those flavors come together. Now, grab some beef stock, not broth, but stock. And there also, I threw in the rind of a old Parmesan cheese. I keep those around for soups just like this. The reason why you want stock and not broth is because stock has a much more full mouthfeel to it than broth, which is what you want for stews like this. We can't forget the wine. Make sure to taste it that you like it. Love this wine. This is our go-to. And we're gonna add about that much. That was about a 1/2 cup, maybe a cup. Go with how you feel. The beauties of stew is that you can't really mess it up. You add what you want, you don't add what you don't want. Here I'm adding 2 bay leaves and also some thyme, about a teaspoon of thyme. Never have enough thyme, right? But yeah, as I was saying, like stew, you look in the kitchen, see what you have, and then you let it stew together. Let all those flavors come together, and generally it's gonna be pretty good. So we're gonna let that sit and cook for about an hour. Now we come back, everything's getting to know each other. It's still a bit on the thin side for me, so I'm gonna add a little bit more flour. Here I'm adding about another tablespoon of flour. And then we're gonna stir that all together and we're gonna let that cook. Once that new flour has had a chance to thicken up, then we're gonna check it. That's much more what we're looking for. I know it doesn't look that much of a difference on the screen, but it was a difference there. And it smells so good. So the only thing left to do is grab a bowl and grab a ladle and serve yourself up some stew. Another great thing that goes with this is a very easy French bread that I'll be covering in another episode. Grab a spoon and enjoy. Well, I can't guarantee your kids will like it as much as this one. She ate most of mine, honestly. But that's the fun thing about beef stew. It's easy, cheap, and affordable. Cheap and affordable, that's right. Well, I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, thank you. Leave a comment below and join us on Discord. And figure out what to do with this.